Hi there everyone, we're coming to the end now of our 5-part series, 5 songs to lift our eyes. As the Old Testament people travelled to Jerusalem, they sang these songs, and we're taking a look at just some of those this week. And today we're on Psalm 124. Psalm 124, a song of ascents of David. If the Lord had not been on our side, let Israel say, if the Lord had not been on our side when people attacked us, they would have swallowed us alive. When their anger flared against us, the flood would have engulfed us, the torrent would have swept over us, the raging waters would have swept us away. Praise be to the Lord, who has not let us be torn by their teeth. We have escaped like a bird from the fowler's snare. The snare has been broken, and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. This speaks, no doubt it's a psalm of David, speaks of some of the dangers of David, some of the dangers that he experienced, some very striking dangers there, attacks from people and animals, those kind of attacks, the danger of the flood and the torrent and the raging waters, all sorts of dangerous experiences. Really, it's speaking there of all kinds of dangers, a totality, all kinds of dangers that we might face. And in the midst of all of that, God is sufficient for every threat, isn't he? He's sufficient. He's at our side. If the Lord had not been at our side, because he was at David's side, he was at his people's side, he is at our side. He's with us, and he's sufficient for every threat. He's enough for every situation. Why? Well, because he's the creator of all things. Similar to some of the other psalms that we've seen this week, where we're reminded that our help is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He's the creator of all things. He's in complete control, and so he's sufficient for all the situations that we face in this life. He's the creator, but also tucked away in there, and I claim no credit for this. Someone showed this to me. Verse 8, our help is in the name of the Lord, capital Lord. So our help is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth, the creator. But he's also there, that the Lord, capital Lord, Yahweh, that the name that God gave to his people, that speaks of him revealing himself to them, redeeming them, rescuing them. They're his chosen people. He's not just our creator, he's our rescuer and redeemer. Ultimately, as we see in Jesus, in our rescue and salvation through him. And that's why God is sufficient for every threat that we might face. He made everything, he's in control of all things, and he's the one who has brought about our redemption, our salvation. He is enough to trust in him today.